finally we get to meet in person.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Good to have you here. So, by the way, this is GIZ, this is Grow For Me. So you want to talk about the GIZ Investor Readiness Program, and I'll talk a little bit about Grow For Me and our experiences so far working with such a large, multinational government-funded German organization, and a small startup that have the potential to scale to be one of the biggest crowdfunding, farming, and community training. So just tell us a bit about GIZ.
Yeah. So I mean, GIZ is a known organization, of course, all over the world. But where I work is a very specific project where we support digital startups that are scaling innovations in agriculture. So we look at digital startups in sub-Saharan Africa and to those who have great potential to scale. And we look at specific startups who have an impact on income generation for rural population and also an effect on food security, right? So this is the GIZ lens, let's say. So for us in an investment readiness program, what we are trying to do, setting out to do, is supporting those digital startups to get to the next stage, to get funding, because there is a lack of venture capital. There's a lack of funding for startups on the African continent, and it's going upwards, but the scene is not as developed as in other regions. And so we are trying to just do our part to make it easier for, on the one hand, African investors to invest in startups, but also bring investors from Germany, from the US, and from Asia to invest into startups, into digital startups in agriculture, because we believe that digital technology can really help the scaling of agricultural activity and add a lot of value to the value chain, which is not there at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's been amazing being part of the program. One of the, most unique experience I had was to have a one-on-one conversation with Bosch, the CEO of CC Hub, which is a Pan-African, organization, and the value of the experience and the insight helps your company to realign and think really Pan-African.
Yeah.
And I think being in that program, it's helped us to, look at our module from a Pan-African perspective. So today, yes, we do a lot of crowdfunding and financing of farmers in Ghana. But now, as we speak through the GIZ program, we're going to expand our crowdfunding platform based on USSD and to be available in 9 African countries. Yeah. And people literally can fund crop production and trade from whichever African country they are in. And secondly, young guys in the rural communities can now become commodity aggregators, buying commodities from their villages and selling and trading on a commodity exchange, thanks to that investor readiness program. And I think one of the biggest experience and lessons for us to Grow For Me is getting to connect with other entrepreneurs in the space. And you said something important. Yes, there's a lot of investment coming into Africa, but the data point shows that it's going into fintechs, right? Yeah. Fintechs are great. My first company is a fintech, and I understand it. And it's exciting, making money on every transaction. Yeah. But the kind of impact you have on people is to a certain limit. But once you go directly into an area like agriculture, which is really the backbone of many African countries, and you, as a VC fund, technology that touches points with real people at very, very lower level, what you do, you build something that makes more than profit. Yeah. It creates impact, makes profit, and turns lives around. And I think that is the power of a digital agri-tech like ours. And the GIZ program has helped us to realign ourselves, very ready for investment, to make that investment, to be able to see direct impact across. And I just wanted to take your last thought. We've been in Zoom for a long time. Now you're on ground in Ghana. Yeah. What is different from being online and getting to know a company and coming on ground? What is different?
You're taller than I thought. I was surprised when I got on. So this is the first thing. You never know how tall people are. I'm cold. No, I'm joking. No, I think I was very impressed, and I think even the things that potentially I could see online, seeing them on the ground and all connected, I think talking to the whole team yesterday, for example, was really interesting, because I think I finally understood how all the different pieces of your business model are interlinked and how every person is responsible for one piece of the business model. So that was really, really good talking to your team, just face to face and understanding how everything goes hand in hand, because you have quite a lot of moving pieces in your business model, and kudos to that. So you're doing a great job in holding that all together. And
I think we should unpack that so that any potential VC watching will understand. So the model is we raise funds to farm and fund farmers to produce. Then we also take the produce to our trade department and they trade. Now
with the aggregator network.
exactly with the
yeah.
aggregator network.
Yeah.
And when farming is not happening, our trading department still trades because they are farmers with commodities and they buy it and trade it. So that is the model: crowdfunding, crowd farming, and commodity trading.
Exactly. And for me, the aha moment was that the trading is pretty much disconnected from the farming. So there's trading going on all the time, and then there's farming, and of course that is aggregated also sold, but that's only a small portion of the trading, which I wasn't aware of. So since I'm working with all the different startups and I'm not your tandem partner, so we're that close before. So yeah. So again, thank you so much for being so open, for also letting me have a look at everything, showing the technology, showing the platform, how everything's interlinked. Was really impressive to see how everything interlinks, works together, and I'm able to meet all the partners. So Dana, thank you so much for.
And thank you so much, Philip, for coming. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and thanks for being part of this story.
Thank you, man.
Okay. Then.